you here in Diana TV. Then it's with a pleasure that we have a special guest with us, Rafael Barros, who works with an investment group specializing in healthcare mergers and acquisitions. Thank you for joining us today. Introduce yourself and tell us your story, please.
Hello, Melissa. Welcome, everyone. My name is Rafael Barros, and I'm here to tell you about this group, about this board, and what we are doing in this field. My history comes from years, decades right now of experience, improve things to high performance. What that means? That means that we take someone who are doing their job and make it better. So I spent decades doing that, and finally I'm a board member founder, and board member formation is my role on this place. I always be a leader from my childhood until now. I work for the government in the public space as an authority, and at the same time work for an education to teach people how to improve their lives, and putting merger acquisition. That is a history about buying companies. And
that's good. Sounds good. And let's start with the basics. Can you explain to us, audience, what healthcare M&A is and what your role entails, please?
M&A means you take a mature company, you take a company and you sell it. Then someone buy it, small companies, and group them in a conglomerate. So we merge them. So merging acquisitions means we acquire several companies that's smaller, and improve them, put them technology, process, finance, and later on we become bigger and more valued company. So we can sell it, exit, make an IPO, depends on what's your kind of exit. So we are in this group giving access for owners that stay 20 years in the market, don't have one way to outside the market. So I make this four together as a group. We acquire those companies and then improve them.
I got it. Sounds good. And it's like when they negotiate something, use the group as a strategy negotiations, something like that?
No. I'll give you a history. You make a company, let's say in our field, that's assisted living. So you have this company for several years, but you stay tired, you don't have some kind of succession plan, so you don't have child that you can look to them and put them in the company, know that the company will be better and growth. You don't have a way of exit. Plus, we are giving to you 3 times more what the value of the company is. That means that you are, let's say, if you have an iPhone 15 and you want to buy an iPhone 16, or you want to sell it for any reason, you don't have a child to give them, you don't have some kind of prosperity. So we give it for your iPhone 15 3 times more the value of him.
No,
okay, 3 to 5 times the value of him. So make no brains if you don't sell it. Okay? So why we are doing that? We are doing that because we want to acquire several companies, small companies. Let's say we acquire 3 iPhones instead of 1. We have 3 right now, and these 3 will not be locked down or go into trash. We use as a cameras for our interviews, let's say. So we improve that in our way. The same with the company. The company stays small, the owner don't have technology, innovation, don't have professionals that give them the right advisor, no marketing, not a serious one. So we came to them, offered 3 to 5 times the value of the company, depends of what kind of company it is, what's the track record of them, and accountability. And then we acquire several and make a conglomerate. A lot of that is made in Brazil right now in dentist practice.
I think I realized that last year, I think. But sounds amazing, this. And what do you find most rewarding about your position?
The most rewarding part is when you go into the group, you find to forge. I'm a really big I'm really cross through innovation. So I like a lot of innovation. So I put the strategic technology on them. Okay. But the group itself is an older group that had a lot of experience to advise the company and make this prosper and grow. So the most rewarding part is see that small companies will not die without succession. Almost everyone looks to companies and see them as a place that's well for them. Let's say you wash your clothes in the same store for years, and the oldest become older. And then one day you just come there and wear your washer. It's closed. The owners close the business because they don't have succession plan. Most of the owners in assisted living had this problem. The child don't want to make part of the succession. They don't have a succession plan because no one wants to plan their own death. And then we become this group that came with all these things that will not make their companies die. And at the same time, will grow their company. They will see they can even participate on the growth with them, with us. We offer that. So we become with everything, the most 5-star professional, 5-star industrial companies that support the professionals, the accountants, the lawyers, the financial, everything to make them grow. So make a lot of sense for the society, for the owners, and for ourselves as a group.
And
so that's the most reward.
Good. That's a patronization too, right?
Yeah, make everything professional.
Okay, sounds good. What are the biggest challenges you face in your role, and what are you working right now?
The biggest challenge is always people. How we group them. How we talk with them. Their emotions, how they feel it around that. So no matter what, if it's a small position or high position, we need to improve people. And that's my role, to improve people. Most of people who work with me don't need so much improvement. I will be improved by them. So I spent years working with older people who know much more and is more capable than me. And right now I group them, people who are far away, more higher and well, And they just give me this faith to make this happen, and it's happening. We already have the money in the United States. We already having groups here in Brazil that can support us, our financial states. We already have professionals, accountants, and lawyers. Deloitte and Brandy Horse are both of them who are professionals that will work with our group. And we have several companies outside, not only inside Brazil, because Brazil is very brand new way of doing, so they don't have so much the same advanced financial as outside. So we are looking at angels outside, and at the same time we are looking for owners here in Brazil that we can acquire and make them grow.
It's amazing. It's good because there's a large economy around the world, right? And this is amazing. This is amazing.
Yeah, we are not only looking Brazil, but as same United States, Europe, as our group is not a Brazilian group, but it's international. As everyone has a skill set that can provide us more culture and knowledge. Every board members have specific skills that together make it hard and well to grow, to make everything grow.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Work together is a right way, right? And speaking of challenge, what are the next steps or future goals for you and your team?
My future goals with my team is first find a seller, find an owner that are willing, don't have succession plan, and look to their finance, and then provide them the exit. So our first deal to happen here in Brazil.
That sounds good. And now let's shift gears a bit. Can you tell us a bit about your lifestyle and how you balance such a demanding career with your personal life?
Okay, I have a very structured life that I even is teaching right now in internet. A journey how to improve 1% a day. And my lifestyle is work remotely, as I work for the government. For this group, I make studies, and my personal launch of this course to learn how to do it is online right now. I'm still make growth. So I work mostly outside of office. I like more to work outside, so let's say in the nature, in the open space, everything that's open. But mostly I work like this almost every day. I even have this thought, it's very hard for me separate work for daily life, because for me it's the same thing. We make choices about our work, and that make change in our lifestyle. So I work from 4 a.m., maybe 3:30 a.m. until 8 a.m. for anyone, no matter what. For the group to talk, for the government, as I work as a producer, how I produce, if I'm productive to them, okay? I'm evaluated by that, but the timeline that I'm working for them is still the same. The 3 a.m. until 8 a.m. It's very funny because sometimes people call me 3 a.m. thinking that I'm not there for them. So,
Whoa. This is...
if I'm online, if I'm awake, I work. Point. The same time, I like to dance, I like to work out, I want to make hiking, to bicycle. So my lifestyle is to manage both work and my lifestyle in the same way that I can improve me myself every day. So if I'm going to walk outside, I take a bicycle or I make a walk for a place, a coffee or park or a co-working. And then there I walk, I eat, then I make another exercise and go the day by day the same way, even when I'm traveling.
That's good, and I liked I loved the topic, and 1% per day, right? The name, that sounds good. It's a amazing thought because a lot of people don't realize that do a little bit each day. It's a big step for to start, right? And it's a good way.
Yeah, people have difficulty with simple things. I take water, be hydrated, breathe. That's very, very strange for me, but I understand a lot because I'm not here in just one day. I understand step by step. So people even have problems with breathe. When they are excited, they don't know, they make excited and then breathe without paying attention. So
I realized that once I didn't know I wasn't breathing the right way. It's incredible because we don't see or pay attention of this, right? But it's a good thing, really good. Congrats. About women in the investment world, do you think there is a equality regard credibility?
I think they are better. Mostly depends on the beauty of the girl. Mostly she'll have the same, it's not the same, but more winning in this field than a man, if they are beauty. Why? Because we are people and we like beautiful things. So if it's a woman, they will have even more easier way to finance. Because it's a kind of group that's not so attendant to finance. It's always a hard work, and at the same time, you take a lot of your time. As a woman, if you want to have a child, it's even harder. So have a few women that want to work with finance. Because these attributes that mostly become follow in the woman's side. So a man is quite difficult. They are thinking, oh, I will not take this job because I have to take care of my children. But for women, it's a concern. And at the same time, the women have this credibility. When we are talking with them, we pay more attention. Of course, if they say too much, aggressive, or looking in a way that don't make sense, if they are very intelligent women, know how to talk and behavior in the financial world or anywhere, in the way that they can take this advantage of being a woman.
Yeah, I asked that because I am an advisor, financial, so I feel that. I feel sometimes I need to prove, I need to show my value or my results or anyway my knowledge, because sometimes the credibility is hard to prove because I am a woman, but it's important to discuss about this because it's an important topic, and the women are searching for develop and improve themselves. So anyway, but it's a hard way, but it's good. It's good because we are growing. Right?
Everyone, I believe that everyone need to prove themselves one time. That's that the believer that they need to prove themselves is a problem for me. We don't need to prove when we are already there, but sometimes people put us in the proof to see what we are making of.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem at all. Mostly they are looking for signs of your body language that make sense because you are not aligned enough for them. So you need to first dress for success. Second, open and talk good about your field and prove them in the most finest way and fast way in the first 3 seconds that you're worth. If you are really sharp, they will get it very fast.
Yeah, that's right. But that's it, right? Next question: what advice would you give to those looking to enter in the field or investment?
The advice I can give is that no one has everything in the first place. I almost spent more than 1 year to make this group happen, put all the parts together to make this happen. Of course, my instruction before was to make this happen, a company happen in 1 weekend, very fast, as technology is different. But when I look through this side of field that we are looking in finance is different. It's quite different.
Yeah, that's good. And so I think it was fast, but if you wanna do or say something else about your project or about what you're working right now, tell us more about it. We have time.
Okay. First, I want to tell for those who has this very difficult way to growth, because I want to stay in this place. I spent years, decades, looking through this lens of too much. So I don't pay so much attention on my body. That's why right now I'm in this field of this journey of 1%. It's not because I'm not this biggest guy in the first place. First, I fallen in the pit. So I spent years taking care of my body because of that. I don't pay attention of my body. So that means my body language is low. If I came here like this, you feel it. So I need to improve my body language, improve my body first. Then I was able to work better and more. First time I was thinking outside of my body, in technology, or put my work with the best hardware to work. And that's not the best way that we can work ourselves to grow. Later on, I start to improve very fast and falling again, because my body is not made for one day to another day, make everything grow, like be a strong bodybuilding in just 1 week or 1 weekend, as I was taught about. we need to spend several years, 5 to 10 years, to make our body what we want to. I'm not looking for a body of bodybuilding, but athletic body. So I don't spend so much hours in the gym. I make more yoga. I make my working from inside to outside. Second, when we look to ourselves in a way that integrate everything, work, lifestyle, family, religion, everything matters. So what makes sense to me will not make sense for you. Melissa, it will not make sense for the audience itself. In every field, we have people who want growth from their health, for their job, relationship, mind, maybe some anxious, some of them are anxious, maybe they don't have everything they want to in their lives. Their health is not well, their diet.
Yeah.
We all, me included, don't have everything perfect. What we do is every day improve no matter what. Consistency is the key.
Yeah.
So in your work through the day, what you are making every day is what will make you go whatever you want.
Yeah.
So if you want,
I know what you're saying, because I felt that a long time ago, and I feel that it's a work inside for outside. Yeah, and I felt the same, because I was unfortunately I'm not happy with my results, and years ago then I see that my routine or my decisions, my things didn't work how I would like. So I decided to change that. English, it was the first thing that I decided to change, because I didn't talk in English. So I decided to speak. I decided to study. I decided to change that. And I changed myself and changed inside, because my results, I'm not happy with them. So I improve some little things, and it make a lot of sense with your project, because it's each step or each change or each movement help to grow, help to do better, to feel better. So I know what you're saying. It's a good project. It's amazing.
yeah, I have the same difficulty with English as you are talking about. English for me was really hard to get it.
Really?
My first international travel was because I went here the dress contest of Zouk in the dance floor. So there I'm traveling to St. Petersburg, Russia, and no one can send my English, neither my trying to learn Russian and trying to some Russian, nothing of them. So they don't understand my English that I spent several years studying, and the same my Russian that I spent one traveling. In the traveling I try to learn. So when I come back to Brazil, I learned it by going to couchsurfing meetings, foreign meetings, meeting locals, meeting foreigners. Here in Rio we have a lot, and across the world. So after 1 year going to every day parking with friends, my friends right now is around the world, So I don't have too much friends in Brazil outside of dance or business. So around the world, I travel around the world after, and my English flow. So it's a matter of what you think and how you do it, your intention. Start here. If you think well, you go in here well. If you think right, you will go into right. But no matter what you think, you make your focus on those things. So negativity thinking leads to a negativity action.
Yes.
Positivity, when you think positive, you lead you to a positive action. So everything starts here and then become a thought, a body language that we integrate ourselves, and an action. So the most important for life is action, what you are doing. But start here, what you are thinking about.
Yeah.
So I spent several years with struggling with what I think, because I have these ramifications inside me. My thoughts go to one way, and then ramifications, like a tree. So to be back in the roof, to be back myself, was an experience that I need to improve and learn, and I spent more than 30 years, 3 decades, to learn it. And right now, because of meditation that I never believe, I spend a lot of hours training to learn to control what I call my Formula One, my driver here.
Perfect. This is amazing, because all powerful is inside us, and what we think or what we wanna think, and our thoughts is so powerful that people realize that don't thinking and bad things or things that no helps anyone.
Yeah,
Right?
it's hard to think that in the financial world, we are looking to the body language, we are looking the way you talk, if your hands sweating. Even here in the video, I can feel it and sense and have the sensation when you cross your arm or when you do some kind of movement. For me, make a communication instantly. But I was not like that before. Before, I was inside myself and not present. So take a lot of effort, a lot of time, and of course, after that, I become a novel person. That's the same of saying that you are here, and then when you become here, you are not growing from here anymore, you're growing for here. So that's the growth in the mind, in the body, in the finance, in the work, in studies. It's the same.
Yeah, that's right. So, Rafael, thank you so much for sharing your insights and experience with us today. It's been a pleasure to speak with you. Any final thoughts would you like to share with us, our audience?
Well, about this interview, I hope they like a lot, because I like to be here with you. What I want to share is that nothing is easier. Me itself spend a lot of time with people throwing garbage of my work, let's say in the public work, in the private world, in the internet itself. So you don't need to take those garbage, you need to take them and put in the trash if they throw at you. And at the same time, have this sense of connection that know that people's throwing trash for you because she suffer or he is suffering. No matter them, no matter what they make to you, what the matter is what's your interpretation about it.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to share with the people. Make your interpretations better. Even the past interpretations, if you take a lot of effort and rewrite them, will be better in your present. You can change your past too by interpretation of the past. So people are suffering from the past to the future instead, or other people, instead of realize that everything is about them.
That's good, good. And thank you again for joining us, and thank you to our audience for tuning in. Until next time, and thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Bye bye, Melissa.
Bye.